In an exclusive interview with Governor Tina Kotek, investigative reporter Elise Haas asked her to outline her top priorities in solving the drug crisis. And she said adding treatment beds, expanding the workforce with adequate pay, but also Kotek spoke about addiction prevention.
I think we have not done a good job in the state. And I want to particularly focus on our young people. One pill can kill a person today. If you don't know what's in that pill, you can die. Our kids need to know that. This isn't my youth, your youth, where like, oh, you can try things. No, you try a pill, it can kill you. So we really need to get that message out to our kids. So what I say to folks is,
And now Elise Haas following up on the topic, hearing from a provider of residential treatment for highly traumatized youth here in Oregon about what he says lawmakers should be considering right now, because sometimes when we talk about the fentanyl drug, we don't talk about the young people.
Right, and it feels like we have a lot coming at us in Oregon right now because of the fentanyl crisis, the blowback from the pandemic, on top of the addiction, homelessness, and untreated mental illness that we're seeing out on the streets. And so it is important to remember that the people that we do see struggling outside today used to be children. And specialists say that leaders need to focus on these at-risk kids right now so they can rewrite our current reality.
There's lots of scientific evidence that access to nature is healing.
What you're looking at is the start of construction on a brand new treatment center just outside of Oregon City. Not for adults, but for kids.
We're looking out, first of all, at Parrot Creek. It's 80 acres of very beautiful land. The majority of it, as you can see, is woodland and forest.
Parrot Creek Child and Family Services promotes designing youth treatment centers to be intertwined with nature, focusing on community spaces for relationships and learning, connecting them to the outdoors for healing, and giving kids a room that's cozy so they feel safe and welcome. Leaders of the effort say it's critical in a state like Oregon, which consistently ranks at the bottom of the list for teens in crisis.
I would say some of the struggles in Oregon is there seems to be a lack of vision of to what is really possible and what do we really want for our kids.
Simon Fulford is the executive director at Parrot Creek, leading programs addressing complex issues in children, such as crime, mental health, trauma, often worsened by addiction. Clear messaging on drug prevention is crucial, but it says that clarity is lacking here.
So kids are struggling with confused messaging around the legality of drugs, whether it's the marijuana laws or Measure 110. Kids are a little confused. What is legal? What isn't? Are drugs bad for me? Are they not?
The absence of a clear strategy prompts youth treatment providers like Fulford to urge lawmakers for a more comprehensive prevention vision in this legislative session.
No leadership have said, here's the marker in the sand. Here's what we really want to achieve for kids.
Fulford criticizes lawmakers for solely focusing on Measure 110 and adult treatment, neglecting Oregon's at-risk children. He emphasizes the need to prioritize high-risk kids to prevent perpetuating cycles of hardship.
The kids that are in these kind of systems of care and require care and treatment, they kind of get treated like third-class citizens. And what we're trying to do is re-envision and reimagine what that care looks like, both in the how you work with a child, but also the physical environments, the nature that you give them access to.
Robbie Leggett leads the effort to raise money to build the treatment center. He knows what it's like to grow up in a poorly funded facility. He had a traumatizing experience at a group home in his youth in South Dakota.
And I think a lot of the kids felt more like, I guess for lack of a better term, like livestock. They didn't feel like real human beings. And I think that that really illustrates the importance for the proper amount of funding and treating kids like they actually are kids.
Kids who go through the system of care in Oregon are used to waiting months to receive treatment, only to be put in old, institutionalized environments.
Like almost like jail settings, fluorescent lights, everything echoes, it's cinder block, right? It makes a much bigger difference than you would think. The physical spaces are really important.
Providers say it's not enough to take an aging building and paint the walls blue. It's time to realize how the physical environment has an impact on the emotional well-being of kids in treatment.
Where I am here is going to be classroom space. So we will have 2 on-site classrooms. All of the education with the kids when they're here happens on site.
But finishing this construction within a year will require an $8 million investment from lawmakers right now.
We can do a much better job in Oregon helping youth that are struggling.
Representative Ed Deal is a champion for helping Parrot Creek build this treatment center.
It is beautiful. when you talk about dignity and respect, this is a place that's going to make kids who are coming from pretty rough spots feel like real people, feel that they're loved, feel that they're cared for.
As the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
The studies I've seen and heard, a dollar invested in youth is worth $8 down the road.
Because the sooner you treat people, the better.
It's significantly easier for a 16-year-old kid to take a year and a half off from life, so to speak, to be able to work through issues like that, whereas an adult in their 20s, it's extremely difficult to do when you have kids, a mortgage, etc. So getting this help and these services to kids when they're a lot younger is much more effective, and it's much better for them in the long run.
This foundation will fundamentally change the lives of kids who are struggling with behavioral health and addiction and rewrite a different story. But Fulford says there needs to be many more just like it. And the $8 million decision is currently before the Ways and Means Committee as a capital project requested by Representative Deal. Around 10 other representatives and senators support it. And so those are good signs, but of course, still don't know yet.
Okay, the legislature's working on so many things right now. I mean, really important things right now, including this. What happens if they don't get the funding in this session here? What happens to Parrot Creek then?
So, right now, if they were to get the funding, in best case scenario, then they would be able to start opening in January of 2025 in a really short order. But if they don't get that $8 million right now, that could end up pushing construction all the way back up into 2027. And these are 40 critical beds, that kids need right now in Oregon.
Okay, keep us updated.
Will do.
It would be great to see this up and running. Really would.
Elise, thank you.